Welcome to the Black-Liberation.Tech podcast, brought to you by Jordan Nuance LLC and hosted by Dr. Renée Jordan. This podcast is a accumulation of Dr. Jordan's dissertation work and her passion for empowering Latinas, Afro-Latinas, Black women, and girls to navigate the academic and professional worlds with confidence and success. Whether you're a mother or guardian guiding a child through grades 6 through 12, an undergrad or grad student, someone working on a dissertation or thesis, or simply looking to carve out your niche in the career landscape, this podcast is for you. Each episode, Dr. Jordan shares her story, offers invaluable advice, and provides practical coaching to help you thrive in school, work, and beyond. Join our community on patreon.com/Black-Liberation.Tech and become a member for as low as $5 per month. As a member, you'll gain exclusive access to live recordings, impromptu academic and career coaching, and a network of like-minded individuals committed to mutual support and success. You're also welcome to follow Black-Liberation.Tech on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Visit Black-Liberation.Tech for even more information on Dr. Jordan's adventure in Inglés o Español. Tune in, get inspired, and let's embark on this journey together. Welcome to Black-Liberation.Tech, where your success story begins. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Black-Liberation.Tech podcast. I am your host, Dr. Renée Jordan, and today I have a special treat. Today we're going to dive into something that's all about progress, persistence, and knowing when to push forward. In this episode, I'm going to share a throwback video I recorded right after I passed my dissertation prospectus in April 2021. It's a glimpse into my journey of navigating the dissertation process, the adjustments I made, and the stance on staying true to my vision while also being open to necessary changes. As you listen to the video, think about your own journey, whether you're working on a dissertation, a research project, or even personal goals. We often reach a point where we have to make tough decisions. What do we yield to in order to move forward? And what do we stand firm on? How do we navigate feedback, change our approach, and still stay aligned with our deeper purpose? You'll hear me discuss making adjustments based on feedback, evolving my research question, and how I handled the pressure to adopt a more homogeneous sample. It wasn't easy, but I was determined not to lose sight of my goal to explore and highlight the diverse experiences of Latinas and Black women in tech. The episode highlights the importance of flexibility, but also knowing when to say no and stay true to what you believe in. So as you listen to this video, I want you to ask yourself, what do you need to let go of in order to move on up? What's non-negotiable for you? And where can you afford to bend? Let's go ahead and jump into the video, moving on up. Hello, this is Renee, and I just successfully passed my prospectus on Tuesday, April 20th, 2021, and it is now Thursday, April 22nd, and I received a list of feedback from my advisor who took notes during the prospectus. And so I'm making adjustments to my dissertation based upon the notes. I'm using the search feature to make sure I did not leave anything out. So in Microsoft Word, I go to Edit, select Replace. And for my question that needed adjustment, why do Latinas and Black women engage their digital literacies? I put in why do Latinas and pull that up so that I could see all of the instances, and it was like 26 instances in which it showed up in my paper, and I replaced it with the recommended starting point, which is what are the perspectives. So my new 1.1.1 question is, what are the perspectives of Latinas and Black women on their digital literacies. Now, this question, like all the other questions, may continue to evolve as I collect data, as I reflect on what's happening and consider what the data is actually saying or speaking to me as I work. So I did want to make note of that change. Another search that I had to do, I had to do a search for how and why, because that's how I was describing the purpose of the study. And so I put in how and why. It came up 23 times. And so I backed out why and left it as how. And so the purpose of this study is, I know I should have it memorized, but I like to read it for consistency's sake. So the purpose of this study, the purpose of this qualitative case study is to explore how Latinas and Black women in technology-saturated industries learn technologies and demonstrate digital literacies in order to inform the creation of inclusive design principles and resources. So that's where I am at the moment. However, I do have a note from my advisor. And there's a suggestion about getting a more homogeneous sample. Although there is an interest in a homogeneous sample, I'm going to not adhere to this recommendation because we're not a homogeneous group of people. I'm not looking to promote computer science. I'm not looking to promote even people to become instructional technologists. I'm not looking to promote people to become teachers. I'm interested in how they learn technologies and demonstrate their digital literacies in order to get a wide range. And so by collecting a more homogeneous sample, whether that is those who are a part of a particular group of people, I don't serve a homogeneous group. And even if I were to just focus on Latinas alone or Black women alone, it's still not homogeneous. I'm looking for diversity. I'm looking for everyday people who happen to work in technology-saturated industries. As COVID-19 has showed, everybody has to be able to pivot. And with that being said, I really do believe that there's value in diversity in order to promote diversity. So I'm, although it says think about the possibility of a more homogeneous sample, I'm going to say no to that one. As far as other things that are in my notes, I will continue to look at them, but those are the changes that I've made so far in my paper, and one of the notes that I'm going to have to stand by, and that's it. If I were to just say Latinas and Black women and go stand out on a corner and ask for Latinas and Black women, I wouldn't get a homogeneous sample. So that's my stance on that. I saw it, but it didn't resonate as far as what that meant until now. And so I just wanted to make note of that. So these are some of the updates I'm making to my dissertation as I go. I was texting a friend and I encouraged her to blog her journey or vlog her journey. And so I'm going to do the same. That way I can have content to pull from, and we'll see what it all looks like at the end. And perhaps it will help somebody as they work. If nothing else, it helped me. So I hope you enjoyed watching me struggle through this. Not struggle, push. Have a good day. I hope you found that glimpse into my dissertation journey helpful, especially if you're in the midst of your own PhD journey or any challenging project. As you heard, it's all about navigating change, knowing when to pivot and when to hold firm. Just like I shared in the video, the process isn't linear, and sometimes we have to adjust our goals, methodologies, or perspectives to move forward. But it's also important to remember that not everything should be up for negotiation. Sometimes staying true to your values, your vision, and your purpose is the most important thing you can do. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with 3 questions to reflect on. What are some things that you need to yield to in order to move on up? Is there a method or a perspective or a timeline you need to adjust in order to stay on track? What are the non-negotiables in your work or your life? What principles or values are you unwilling to compromise no matter the feedback or challenges? How do you balance the need for flexibility with staying true to your original vision or purpose? In moments of uncertainty, how do you determine when it's time to adjust and when it's time to stand firm? Remember, just like we talked about in the last episode on flexibility, the process of growth and progress is ongoing. Flexibility isn't about giving up. It's about adapting in ways that still honor your goals and values. So, reflect on these questions as you continue on your journey and take the lessons from today's episode with you into your next steps. Thank you for tuning in to the Black-Liberation.Tech podcast, brought to you by Jordan Nuance LLC and hosted by Dr. Renée Jordan. We hope today's episode has inspired you and provided valuable insights to help you navigate your academic and professional journey with confidence and success. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, as well as rate and review the podcast to help it become more discoverable. Whether you're guiding a child through grades 6 through 12, tackling undergraduate or graduate studies, working on a dissertation or thesis, or exploring your career options, this podcast is here to support you every step of the way. Join our community on patreon.com/Black-Liberation.Tech and become a member for as low as $5 per month. As a member, you'll enjoy exclusive access to live recordings, impromptu academic and career coaching, and a network of like-minded individuals committed to mutual support and success. Don't forget to follow Black-Liberation.Tech on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Visit Black-Liberation.Tech for even more information on Dr. Jordan's adventures, available in both English and Spanish. Stay inspired, stay empowered, and keep moving forward. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.